Well, hello everyone. How's everyone today? Well, today is Grape Day. Yeah, we knew this was coming sooner or later. So we are harvesting grapes, and this is the first time that I have ever done this. So, yeah, it's going to be a long process, but I don't think it'll take us too awful long. And you can't hire a worker to do this; you've got to do it. So, yeah. With that being said, we're gonna see what we can do here. We've got our trailer parked over there to haul the grapes in. And so that's 2 rows down. Let's see if we can get another one. It shouldn't go too bad. It really isn't bad. But we'll get these grapes done, and then we'll have to make some raisins, and that's what we're going to use in our cereal. So yeah, I don't know if anybody watched my last video. The last video was done on Great Plains. It was done on FS19, and there was a reason for that. If you've been keeping up with me and following me, we had a map a large map called Hastings, North Dakota. And well, you would know that we had problems on that map. We had bugs, we had errors, and I tried to do a update on the map to fix it, and yes, I fixed it all right. I've lost the map. I lost all the work that we've done on it and everything. Well, now that's not, yes, it is a shame. It really is. But I'm not sure that they would have ever got it fixed. I had been a hold of the map maker, and discussed the problem with them, and they said that their map was error-free. I said, okay. They said, well, it is Giants. Giants has got to do their part. They've got to fix the graphics or something. But anyway, in one of my videos, if you watched them, we were standing in the middle of a field that we had just got done liming, and the field information told me that it needed to be limed. And here we are standing in lime. So anyway, I am not complaining. I'm merely letting you know it's a disappointment to me too, because I put a lot of work in on that map. But I don't know. I kept waiting on them to fix it. I kept waiting on an update, and finally I seen an update to do, so I tried to do it, and yeah, I lost the whole map. So with that being said, there is a new map coming. It's called Deer Creek. It is coming, and it looks like a nice map. It looks like a good map. But until then, we're going to be working on FS19 also on the big fields, and I think we'll, you know, for our big harvest and big fields, course play, stuff like that, yeah, I think we're just going to do that on FS19. So the thing about this harvester here is you've got to be spot on. You've got to be right on that row of grapes, or it's not happening. So it'll just take a little bit of practice, and but really it's not going that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than this, but it really isn't that bad. But anyway, I'm going to get a few of these harvested. When we get ready to dump them into the trailer, then I'll be back with you. All right, well, we're loaded, and like I say, I have not ever done this before, but we're going to give this a whirl and see what happens. We're supposed to be able to back up to this. There we are, and it says unload grapes. All right, so let's see what happens. Well, it looks like it's unloading grapes. All right. Now, that's kind of a weird little harvester right there. But, yeah. We ought to get a few raisins out of this. As you know, it wasn't harvested, or it wasn't fertilized 100%. So I've never done grapes before. I have no idea what to expect, and but what I do know is there are a lot of, we got one down, we missed a row, didn't we? All right, well, we'll do that row, and we'll get back on track and get to loading this, get to harvesting more of them. Let's see. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't know what to expect, but we're definitely going to find out, because I think we're going to have a lot of grapes. All right, well, we're off and harvesting again. Oh boy. Yeah, anybody like to have a glass of grape juice? I think we're going to have plenty. But I don't even know where the grape place is at to get these dried into raisins. So we'll have to find out. And yeah, we'll get them hauled over there. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm going to continue harvesting these, and I'll get back with you momentarily. All right. Well, you see what you have to do here. You've got to keep that row right in the center, and it's actually well, it looks center out here, but whenever you're in the back of it, yeah, yeah, it's it's a little more difficult than what it looks, but it's going pretty fast, to be honest about it, and I think we're going to have enough room to get to the other end here. So we'll get to the other end and then we'll empty into the trailer, and I'm sure that we're probably going to be loaded by then. The trailer will be full. And what I'm wondering is how much room are we going to have at the processing plant? Yeah, I don't know. And then I haven't really checked to see, well, if the processing plant don't take them all, where do we sell them? That's a whole nother story. So I don't know. We're going to get answers to all them questions here pretty quick like. So we'll pull up here and we're going to empty into this trailer. And some of them questions are going to be answered pretty quick. But anyway. All right. Ain't this something? But, like I said, it is going fairly fast. And I don't know if this is going to fill this trailer up or not. I just don't know. But anyway, we'll find out. I'm sorry. I've just never done this before, and I ain't never seen nothing like this. So we're learning together for sure. All right. Now let's stop right there, and we're going to get out, and we're going to find out how full that trailer is. It don't look full to me, and it's 89% full. I tell you what, I think that's enough. We'll go empty this. That's enough in there. We'll go empty this and find out all about that. And I'll get with you when I find out where we're going to go. All right. We have found the grape processing unit. And I don't know exactly where it's at, but I've got it tagged up here. And I thought maybe you would want to go with me so that we can find it. You see that green beam coming down out of the sky? Well, that's where we got to go. Now, there's one thing that I think we have to do. We have to buy that place before we dump these grapes in there. If we don't, then we're merely going to sell the grapes to them, and we don't want to do that. We've got to process these grapes into raisins for our cereal. So we'll get it found up here. Looks like we're getting pretty close to it. And like I said, first thing I need to do is inquire within buying the place. So and I did find out that if we've got way too many grapes, we got a couple, 3 places that we can sell them. So that's a good thing. And I think I will hold off. We're not going to harvest the whole orchard in one harvest. We're just not going to do that. They won't wither because I've got withering turned off. So the reason I don't want to do that is because the only reason we have grapes to start with is because of our cereal factory. So anyway, it looks like we're coming up on the place. Okay. Well, let me see. I think they may want me to back in there and dump right there. Well, no, I see what they want me to do. Okay. But now before we dump, I've got to buy it. So, I'll stop right here and get out and look around. Yeah. Go over here. Well, I'm not sure it's going to let me. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to. I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure it out and I'll get back with you and let you know. All right. Well, I had to buy the place for $80,000, and right here's where they want them. So, there goes our grapes. So I don't know how many this is going to take, and what I'll need to do is go into the menu now and see if we can get some raisins activated. All right, let's go down here. Grape processing unit. Okay, we're going to be able to take that load. Only came to there. Okay, we're going to be able to take quite a few. So it's activated. It's making raisins. Okay. We want to deactivate the grape juice because we don't want any of that right now. We just want the raisins. All right. We should be okay. And we should be making raisins. Wait a minute. What else do I have to have here? Oh, that's right. Just 1-to-1. That's all I got to have is just grapes. And it will make raisins. All right. All right. Well, I'll see you when we get back to the field. All right. Well, we're back in the field. It ain't too awfully bad, to be honest about it. You just got to keep in the middle of that row, or else it'll hang up on the vines. So yeah, it'll do it. But it's a whole lot easier if you stay back here and you have to pick out a reference point, and then you can move right on along. You'll still hang up from time to time, but still it's a whole lot easier to do back here. That way you can tell halfway where you're at and just get right on down the road. So this is kind of what we have been waiting on. We've got to have one more ingredient over there in our cereal factory, besides raisins, and that will be corn. And cereal sells for a bunch. I mean, a lot of money. But if it's like everything else, yeah, it'll take 6 months before you can get enough to buy dinner with. So, we'll see. That's the only thing I have against the production, is it takes so long to get anything done. And but that's FS22. That's in the game. And originally I wasn't even going to do it. And then I thought, well, that's not right to all of my viewers. That's just not right. So I decided, well, okay. Now, did we run out of grapes? You mean they're not all? Well, let's just stop this thing right now and get out and look. I do believe they haven't all they're not all ready to harvest yet. Well, now that's strange. This whole field was put in at the same time. All right, well, okay. If they're not ready, they're not ready. There ain't no sense in us harvesting. So let's dump what we got into the trailer, and we'll take it over, put it in the production facility, and we'll start getting some raisins done. No, the one thing, talking about the production facilities, if you've been following my videos, you'll know that we hauled a lot of chaff, corn chaff, and we put them in the fermenting silo. Well, little did I know when we put it in there that that was actually a fermenting factory. That certainly is not what I was after. So, as it turns out, we're going to have to wait now for this so-called factory to produce a bunch of silage for us. Now, that's kind of disappointing, to be honest about it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's not what I thought it was, and I thought it was I've got a fermenting silo on FS19, and it takes about 3 days in that fermenting silo, and you have silage. Well, I would say what's going to happen is when we get the silo bunker, when we get that silo bunker emptied out, then we'll just go in there and get the chaff and haul over there and put into the bunker, because we put over a million liters of chaff in that, thinking that we would have 1 million liters of silage in 3 or 4 days, or that's what I thought anyway. But like I said, as it turns out, yeah, it's one of the factories. It's a production center, and I didn't know that, so I didn't activate it. So it's not been producing any silage up until today, whenever I noticed it, and I found out. So that's disappointing, but That's kind of the way it is. That's not going to save us any time at all. We're going to have to put that in the bunker anyway, and pack it, and then wait for it to ferment, which will be about 3 days, and then we'll have silage again. So yeah, that's a little disappointing to me. That's certainly not what I was after, and that's not what I thought I was buying whenever I bought it. But what I will do, I can tell you, if it doesn't get with it and start making silage, rather quickly, I'll sell it. There is absolutely no reason to have something like that you just can't use. So it doesn't make it fast enough. Doesn't make the job any easier for you. So, but anyway, that's where we're at on that. And our other production, well, I guess I would take this trailer back down there. No, I can take it back to the farm. I've got a place down there around the orchard where I'm keeping all of the grape equipment. And that way I don't have, because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of equipment involved in that. So I try to keep it all down there, but this trailer, we can take it back to the farm. So anyway, I'll see you whenever I get there. All right, well, I think I'm going to call this a video for right now. And we sure didn't, I don't understand why the rest of that field didn't come in at the same time. But that's okay. Just probably a day behind or something, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to call this a video. If you found any of it helpful, I am thrilled to death for it. If you'd like to share the video, please do. Go down there and hit that like button and tell me you liked it. If you want to follow me, hit that subscribe button. I'd sure appreciate it. But as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I think we'll see you tomorrow. And as always, thank you for watching.